Ever stop to think that the shirt on your back could be, well, more than just a shirt? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the incredible revolution in smart textile finishes. We're talking about special treatments that are turning our clothes into active, intelligent systems that can literally think, react, and protect us. I mean, just imagine this for a second. What if your t-shirt could give you a heads up when you've had too much sun? Or what if your kurta could just shrug off all the dust and rain from a crazy commute? This isn't science fiction. Not anymore. This is the reality that's being woven into the very fabrics we wear every single day. All right, so here's the game plan for today. We're going to start with the smart textile revolution itself. Then we'll look at clothes that can actually change with the climate. After that, we'll see how fabrics can act as an urban shield. We'll also touch on finishes that just make life more comfortable. And finally, we'll take a little peek into the future where electronics and textiles are becoming one and the same. Okay, let's dive right in. For centuries, fabric has been, well, pretty passive. It kept us warm, it looked good, sure, but it didn't really do anything. That is all changing, and it's changing fast. We're now entering an era of textiles that are active, responsive systems. So what exactly is a smart finish? Well, think of it like giving a piece of fabric a superpower. It's a special treatment that allows the textile to sense and react to what's going on around it, whether that's heat, light, or even pollution, all to make our lives better, safer, or just a little bit more convenient. So let's kick things off with one of the most practical uses, textiles designed to battle the elements. I mean, in a country with weather as intense and varied as India's, having clothes that can adapt on the fly isn't some luxury. It's an absolute game changer. Picture this. You're out and about on a scorching hot summer day in Chennai, and you notice your t-shirt subtly starts changing color. No, that's not a fashion statement. It's actually a warning system telling you that your body temperature is getting too high or that the UV exposure is becoming dangerous. And that's exactly where these reactive finishes come into play. So this slide breaks down the two main types. On the left, we've got thermochromic finishes. These guys react to temperature. Special little pigments literally change their shape when they heat up, which is perfect for sportswear or safety gear. And on the right, you have photochromic finishes, which react to UV light. This is a fantastic feature for kids' clothing or any outdoor gear to let you know when the sun's rays are at their strongest. Okay, so moving on from battling the climate, let's talk about surviving the modern city. Whether you're dealing with a sudden Mumbai monsoon downpour or thinking about the air quality in Delhi, our clothes can now be our first line of defense. And a lot of the inspiration for this technology actually comes from nature. We've all seen how water beads up and just rolls right off a lotus leaf, taking all the dirt with it, right? Well, scientists have figured out how to replicate that incredible natural phenomenon on our fabrics, creating what we call self-cleaning finishes. So how does it actually work? Well, it's all about nanotechnology. A special finish creates this microscopic, almost spiky surface on the fabric that pushes away water and dirt. So when it rains, the water droplets just bead up, they trap any dust or grime, and then they simply roll right off, leaving the fabric totally clean and dry. Just imagine walking through a monsoon shower and staying completely pristine. And hey, beyond just dirt and water, there's the invisible threat of pollution. That's why anti-pollution finishes are becoming so essential. These fabrics are literally engineered to either block or neutralize harmful particles in the air, which makes them absolutely vital for things like masks, jackets, and other protective gear in our cities. Now, smart textiles aren't just for extreme conditions. They're also here to solve those small, everyday annoyances, bringing a little bit of genius into our daily routines. Just take a look at these common problems. We've all been there, right? Packing for a trip and ending up with a suitcase full of wrinkled clothes? Yep, there's a finish for that. Worried about odor building up in our hot, humid climate? You guessed it. There's a smart solution for that too. So let's talk about shape memory for a second. By embedding these special polymers, which are basically just tiny flexible chains of molecules, into the fabric, manufacturers can create clothes that literally remember their original crease-free shape. You can crush it up in a suitcase, and with just a little bit of body heat, it smooths itself right out. It is an absolute game changer for travel and workwear. And for odor control, believe me, we've moved way beyond just simple sprays. Modern anti-odor finishes use materials like activated carbon. You can think of them as microscopic sponges that trap and neutralize the actual molecules causing the bad smells. It doesn't just cover up the odor, it eliminates it at the source. And now for the final piece of the puzzle, where we look at the most exciting frontier of all. This is where the fabric itself becomes the technology, completely blurring the lines between our clothing and our electronics. Welcome to the world of e-textiles. By weaving conductive fibers made of materials like silver or carbon directly into the fabric, we can create clothes that conduct electricity. This is the foundation of all wearable technology. We're talking about a shirt that can monitor your heart rate, sportswear that tracks your every single move, or a jacket that lets you control your phone with just a swipe of your sleeve. The possibilities are endless. And this right here is really the key takeaway from all of this. This quote captures the huge shift perfectly. Fabrics are no longer passive materials, but active, responsive systems. Our clothes are becoming intelligent partners in our lives. So I'll just leave you with this to think about. As our clothes get smarter, more aware, and more integrated into our lives, how is our fundamental relationship with them going to change? And what new possibilities will that unlock for all of us? Thanks for tuning in.